What's up, guys? This is Shake Reviews, and behind me is a 2018. Do I really have to say it? I guess I do. A Honda Civic, but not just any Civic, not the Sport, not the SI, the one and only Type R. And this is not just any Type R. This has been modified to the brim. So this is just any other honest review of some Type R that Honda gave me. This is a review of someone who really loves cars and took it and made it his. So, enough of me all crazy. Let's talk about the history. Back in 1989, Honda had the 6th generation. Honda was like, you know what would be cool? If we made a race car version for the road. And then, what we're gonna call it? How about R? There's so many R's out there. How about Type R? Okay, let's do that. That's kind of what they did. But they only sold it in Japan. It wasn't until the 7th generation Civic that we all got in beautiful Europe, they got the 2nd generation Type R. We didn't go, US guys, we didn't get any of the Type R's. Then you had the 3rd generation, the 4th generation, all those other ones, we didn't get it all. The one behind me is the first one that's on American roads. Now, with the heat, if this was back in the 80s, it would probably destroy anything out there, except maybe the GTI. But hold on, I just reviewed the Honda veloster M. Can this car compete with it? Does the Type R have what it takes to be as good as the veloster? That's what I'm gonna find out. Walk around time, lightning bolt! Here is the wonderful owner, and we're gonna talk about this beautiful car. Now, the honest review part. Love these extra angular front end. Obviously, it's still very similar to the Civic, but what they've done, they made it even crazier. Now, tell us what you've done to the front end.
It's all stock on the outside except for the wheels, really.
Oh wow! Yeah. So what's that? So that you just put in Mishimoto just?
Yes.
So
just a decal. That's a factory look.
So it came with the red like that and everything.
Yep.
That is cool. All right, the wheel. You just said the wheels are not stock.
Yep. They're very dirty, but downsized from 20s that came from the factory to 18s. These are Enkei NT03 RRs.
Nice. And this right here in air vent, that works.
Sort of. It's obviously in the front there's a bit of brake ducts that actually are functional. As far as the vents, they may or may not do the job. There might be a little bit of airflow that channels them from the scoop, but it's not I don't think it's as much as people think.
But it's not like a fake one. There's not like a little.
No,
it's not like a piece of plastic.
No, it's definitely there's a vent there.
Okay, that's good. That's what we all worry about, fake vents.
Yep.
Loves this car. Is this carbon fiber right there?
No, this is all plastic that's just shaped to look like carbon fiber.
Really? You pay 50 grand, you don't get carbon fiber? Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
If you pay 50 grand for this car, I'm not sure what I think about that. I think the car is great, but I would not have paid 50 grand. I did not pay 50 grand.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, wow.
No. Sticker is not 50 grand. Not to be confused.
Oh, wow. How much does it cost? You know what I'm asking?
Sticker price on the 2019s are around, I want to say like 36.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these cars are not 50 grand. It's just dealerships that put a lot of markup, and people always say 50 grand because they saw some thing online that said California dealership is selling one for 50 grand. That's not true.
Oh, wow.
But the ADM is true, but I did not buy it for that.
Love your little mud flaps. Does that come like that? Or
no, that I put that on there just because I went with a wider tire.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice tires. Love this nice angler that Honda went with. I love that angler. Now here is. Alright guys, look at this beautiful. I absolutely love the same style they did in the front. They brought it into the back, and I love how that nice exhaust. Does that stop?
Yes.
That's beautiful. Bring it to the top. We got the nice Type R logo. If it has to have this, otherwise it's not a Type R. It's just someone who just puts it there. Love the red Honda badge. That is exclusive to Type R. You don't get this unless it's a Type R, or you can buy it on eBay and put it on there yourself. But if you get it from the factory, it has this, if it's a Type R. Love this ginormous wing. This is such a cool thing. Now, how much space do you get in the back?
Yeah, that's a sizable amount.
So look at all the space you get. This is actually a practical car for what? For it's essentially it's still a sedan. It's just a high performance sedan.
Yeah.
That's all I like about this. Hatchback. Sorry. Our hatchback sedan is just the only thing different is that.
So the hatchback just means that you have like a hatch basically that opens up. The sedans are the ones that have the rear decks on them. So it's like your car. Your car would be considered like a small sedan or a compact sedan.
But still, it's the same body style, same chassis, same.
No, so the SI is a coupe or the 4-door sedan itself. I mean, this is kind of like more of a liftback, if anything. You know, like a Golf GTI.
Yeah.
That's like a true hatchback kind of thing. This one, it goes a little bit further into the roof line than a normal hatchback, I would say.
Nice. I like that little thing right there. The little guys. Look at that, guys. I absolutely love. I love that. Did you put it on there?
4.6 generators. No, it's all factory.
Really, factory? Honda gives you all this crazy stuff. All right, guys. Let's hop in this baby. To open the door, you lift it up over. I'm just kidding. This ain't exotic. Ooh. Ooh, oh my God. Look at this interior. Look at that. And look at these seats. These are Carl. These were Carl?
No, I think that's just Honda.
Look at these Honda seats. Now, normally you get Recaro seats, and back in the day, before Honda made their own seats. Well, performance seats. Look at these. I absolutely love the design. These remind me a lot of the GTR seats, racing seats, anything you would get in a group 3 car, which is insane that you get this in this car that you can drive on the road. Love that. All right, guys. I know you guys want me to get in. Oh wait, forgot to show you guys the engine. Sorry, guys. I'm a little excited. Ugh. It's not easy getting out of those seats. Oh my. So, what have you done to it?
Oh gosh. Turbo blanket.
Okay. What's that?
Right here. It's just it helps keep the heat inside that turbo. Because this engine bay is notorious for getting really hot. So beforehand, when it was factory, like me trying to open the hood would basically be like playing hot potato.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that actually helps. It, you know, there's benefits to turbo blankets, but mainly heat management is one of those for this car specifically. Now,
is this? I'm going to ask you one more time. Is that carbon fiber, or is that just made to look like that?
Just made to look like that.
But is that factory paint, or is that just some sticker?
No, that's all factory. That's paint.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Earthstream's technology. That's just their VTEC now. Is what they call it. Yeah. Anything else about the engine?
There is a wrapped down pipe and front pipe. Little side modifications that you don't see are rear motor mount on this guy. Then you have upgraded grounds by Reinhardt Industries. You have some Mishimoto components such as the expansion cooling tank, intercooler and piping kit, and then the radium dual catch can setup.
That's nice. I like this aluminum whatchamacallit thing. I love that aluminum thing. Does that help with heat, absorb heat?
No, so what that actually does is the hood scoop. That's where like the air gets funneled to to the sides.
Oh wow, that's really engineering. Now, one more question: is that factory?
Yes.
Okay. So I asked you a lot of questions.
No, you're good.
This is a fully stock frame for the brand, so we gotta make sure which is the. Oh. I love that little hoop scoop right there.
Yep.
And that's factory. You get it like that. You didn't cut a hole in your hood. All right, guys, time to hop in. Nice. Ooh, oh, nice. All right. To start this car, this is a manual. If you didn't know the Type R, this is a manual. Now, to start the car, you put your foot on the brake and the clutch. Put yours in neutral. Now, this has a modified shifter, so it's a little stiff, but you know, it's not that bad. All right, is it good to start?
Yep.
All right. Oh, guys, look at that shifter. All right. Is it okay to lift off the clutch? It won't move?
Yep.
All right. All right then, tell me everything about this.
It's a pretty simple interior, thankfully. It's nothing crazy. Honestly, I don't really mess a whole lot with the radio. I just hook up my phone for CarPlay, and that's about it. I did not mess with any sort of settings and didn't even try to learn.
That is cool. I like that red lighting they have everywhere. The only problem I had with the N was I like the purple, but you couldn't change the color. Like, I like how this is a race car, essentially a performance car. It's red.
Yes.
I know if you know this, psychologically, red means adrenaline. Red, it's just a much, get your blood pumping. That's just what red does.
Yep.
And I like how Honda thought of that and they put red everywhere, and I love that.
So it's funny you say that. I mean, we can get rid of some of that red by just going into comfort mode here. So
wait, really?
Yeah.
It changes? Oh wow!
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. So does this have any certain modes, like anything? Like the N had different modes that you
Yeah. So all your modes are going to be right here at the switch. It's comfort. Sport is always what the car starts in, and then plus R mode.
All right, and then and now most performance car you have a, like my mode where you can like tune them.
Unfortunately, not on this car. This car does not give you. Okay. In my experience, the car really doesn't need, you know, user configure modes. Like sometimes, you know, there are times where you want the steering to be soft, but the suspension to be stiffer. But honestly, now that I changed to 18s, I don't really need that as much. On the track, I just use R mode, and that was it.
Does this car have anything like a performance page or anything like tells you how your turbo is, or anything, or any lap timers or anything like that?
It does have lap timers. I've personally never used them. I was just learning during my track day. But there are different modes as far as for the screen where you can look at. Right now it's obviously in the boost gauge, but you can look into the information button right there, right below that volume button. Yep. You can hit it again. And then you can go side to side to look at your different settings.
So what's that? And is that the speed, I guess, or?
That's like almost like a tachometer as well, but without the numbers. So you can actually, in this car, I've seen people take off the, you know, the numbers to where you just see the bar.
Oh wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, some people like it just you know, they don't have a whole lot of stimulation when they're taking it on their track.
G-forces, we need that. That's a lap timer. What's that do?
GPS, if you were using the car's GPS, it would tell you like turn by turn.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that's in here. I like the one thing about the N. I love the different modes. I can tell you that, but it's right here, and to me, you get easy to show. You have to look over. With this, it's right in there, and you can easily look back and forth. I love that. Yeah. And one thing about this car I didn't realize is how wide this thing is.
Yeah.
Look how now no more silly. This is so based off of silver. Look how wide this thing is. Did they widen it? Is it like a wider car naturally, like the chassis or anything like that?
I don't think the chassis is. I think they just put certain fenders and little body additions that make it look wider.
All right. I think that's about it. Is there anything else we need to see?
I mean, as far as for you to drive it, just like we talked about, you got the brake hold here.
Yep.
So that's kind of good, especially if you're like not necessarily lazy, but not in the mood to, you know, put your foot and hold it in the brakes when you come to like traffic lights. Yeah. You just throw it in neutral, hit the brake, and then it holds the brake until you start getting up and going.
Oh, wow. So this could really help you on hills and stuff like that. Like we're about to try out.
The car itself has a hill start assist, even if that was off.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it senses it if you're on a grade, for sure.
Wow. One thing I loved about the N was it had a lot of technology to help. If you're not the best at manual, it helped you get better at manual. Yeah. And I like how this car has that as well.
So this car, you know, obviously it came with manual, but this is actually my first manual.
Really?
This is what I learned in.
Really?
In a sense. I've learned manual before, but never actually owned a manual vehicle before this.
Wow. So really, this is like a good to learn manual on.
It's easy. Honestly, any sort of Honda Acura clutch, if you ever driven one of those, they're almost very similar.
I've driven one. It was a Prelude. It was old, and it wasn't a factory clutch. It was annoying.
Yes, if it's not a factory, then it'd be a little different story.
All right then. All right, guys. Let's put you guys on the head mount.
All right, you're good.
All right, buckle up. Ooh, love these red seatbelts. Alrighty. Now, this, like he said, this car has an acuity shifter. So explain what that is.
So right now, basically, I have the stage 3 shifter kit, as you could say. It has the cable bushings for the transmission side, and a fully adjustable short shifter here. And it's right now at the shortest possible settings with the shortest knob I currently own.
Okay, this should be fun. All right, so just push in the clutch.
Yep.
Press that.
So let's go ahead and, all right, so let's do brake hold.
All right.
And let's, and put the brake in. All right, now we're gonna release the parking brake. And you can let it go. Okay, now.
Is it in gear?
Yep, it's in gear. All right, now, oh, it's not in gear, I mean. All right, fine first. So go hard to the left and go up. That's first, okay.
All right.
Remember, you don't even have to put your foot on the brake anymore. All you gotta do is just slowly let off the clutch.
All right, and it'll move on its own.
Yep.
Just the clutch.
Yep. There you go.
Whoa. Oh my god, it's like magic. Oh my god, it's like I was, oh my god, that was cool.
Now when you shift on these cars, you have to make sure that you're fully all the way to the floor.
All right. Oh.
Something about these transmissions, they're really picky on that.
So you have to floor in order for it to change.
Yeah, just make sure, with any clutch you want to make sure you're fully engaged, but this one particularly is picky.
All right. This is so cool. So what does it feel like compared to the end? A completely different session level. I feel like I'm driving a race car. The end, I felt like I was driving just a performance hatchback, but not a car that was made to be a race car. You know what I mean? This thing, just the first impression, hearing all that, I feel like I'm in a race car. Which essentially that's what they wanted, right?
Yeah, race car for the road.
Oh my god.
It's a lot more comfortable now that it has 18-inch wheels on it. So go ahead and so put in the clutch.
Okay.
And let go of the gas. Clutch all the way in and pull hard back.
It's good?
There you go, now let go. There you go. Perfect, you're in second.
Oh wow, that was easy.
Yeah.
You made it sound like it was gonna be hard. That was easy.
Oh no, the side to side is what's tricky for some people. The finding neutral is a little tricky now.
Wow. This car is, man.
Yep, so right now the suspension's a little soft, the steering's a little soft.
I like it.
And when the car was factory, the throttle used to be basically filtered.
Huh?
So now with the current setup it has, it's got different tunes in each. So the throttle is now fully responsive to where when it was a factory vehicle, the throttle was not as sensitive when it was in comfort mode.
Oh wow. This car is just so cool. I've driven a lot of cars, as you're saying, and this car feels so unique. Like, I know it's obviously, I thought it would be like, feel kind of like a Civic, but just a more performance. It doesn't. It doesn't feel like a Civic at all. It feels like a entirely new beast. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So you see all these bumps on there, just like, so get a feel for them, and then we'll change over to sport.
Oh wow.
As soon as you get done with this lap, we're gonna go ahead and stick it in sport, and you're gonna get a sense of everything tightening up.
Oh wow. I really like this car. This thing is cool. Compared to the, obviously I'm going to compare it to the N a lot because that's what
okay,
that's what this.
Yep, you just did that one. Yep.
Compared to the N, this thing feels more raw. You know what I mean? It feels like it feels more like a race car, whereas the M felt like just a not sort of sporting race car, but not entirely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This thing 100% feels like a race car.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see, you know, what the N owner thinks about this car.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we get him to give it a shot and see what a Hyundai owner thinks of the Honda.
I like this car. This car is cool.
Are you ready for sport mode?
Go ahead.
Alrighty. So we're just gonna go flip up.
Oh wow.
On the down.
Oh wow.
So you can feel the steering feels a little heavier. The suspension got just a little harder.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, with more sidewall, with the bigger tires and the smaller wheels, it's a lot more comfortable.
I like these seats. I thought they would be too bolstery or too uncomfortable. Yeah. These are really, really comfortable.
Oh yeah, I've been driving for like, I think 5 hours in total today, and I have not gotten fatigued at all.
The only problem I have with performance seats is you feel it, you're like, oh, you just want to get out of the car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These seats, I don't feel that. Even though they're bolstering, they're made to hold you.
Yeah.
they feel comfortable.
Yep.
I like the way they did that. Man, this thing is cool.
Yep. So, here, when you go on that lap, I'm gonna put it in R mode.
Oh, wow.
And then you're gonna see that the steering wheel gets pretty heavy and it gets a lot stiffer. I've heard from other reviews that the N is stiffer from the factory. In their hardest setting. Maybe that was user preference. But with these 18s, it's not gonna feel as bad as it does, you know.
Not really. The N feels kind of stiff, but the N, it's kind of like driving. What's the best way to describe it? It's like kind of like driving a hatch, but kind of like a veloster, like kind of like what a hatchback feels, but more performance version of it.
Okay.
This thing feels like 100% race car. Like nothing doesn't feel like anything else. Like it feels 100% race car. It's not like it doesn't feel like anything in relation to a Civic. Doesn't feel anything like anything else Honda makes. It feels like a race car. What you would take on the road.
Yep. You ready for R?
Go for it.
Go ahead. Keep going, bud.
Wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and now everything turns red. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool. I like that. Yeah. R mode. Oh wow. Oh wow. All right, guys. I'm gonna give a little bit of gas. See what this thing does. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Holy oh my god. Suddenly this thing turned into a monster.
Here you go. I'm gonna put it in comfort mode, and you can do like the same thing right here. See, it's a little different there.
Oh wow. Wow.
That's a different tune altogether.
Oh wow. I feel the tune. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's naturally like this, but I feel like it's been modified, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel I forget where you put that little heat grabber thing, whatever you call it. I can feel that, you know what I mean? I feel the car, what you've done to it is you made it feel more like a race car. Like I drive a lot of cars in Forza, and all the race cars make a certain noise. They let you know it's a race car.
Yeah.
This car makes that noise. This car feels like a race car.
Well, the exhaust is okay. I really wish I had the Mishimoto intake that I used to run on this, because then you can actually hear the turbo blow.
Yeah.
Like, that's really exciting. But maybe you'll get to see the car when it has a new setup on it.
Oh yeah. And what I like to do, especially with my modifier reviews, I like to follow up. When you do something completely different, I like to do another review of what you've done different. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I like to keep up with it. It just shows me, so I can feel, mainly so I can drive the car more and get more used to it, see what you've done to it, see basically when if I want to buy this car, I want to know what do I want to do to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about it. Like after driving the Veloster, I wanted one so bad. After driving it.
Oh yeah.
After driving this, do I want this car? A little bit. Do I want the car more than the Veloster? I can't say. It's hard. It's really hard because I love the Veloster. I love that baby. But this car feels more raw. It feels like like I said, a race car. It feels so more raw, so race car. It doesn't feel like anything else. It's so unique. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like when I drove the Ferrari. That thing felt 100% Ferrari. 100% it. Nothing was like it. Nothing was similar. It was it. This is what I like about it. This car is 100% it.
So did you get to go, in third gear? I'm not sure in the end video. Were you able to shift it into third from second?
I think I got to third. Yeah, I did put it in third down without realizing that.
Okay. Now if you want, obviously,
Oh yeah.
In third it'll be a little slower, but just so you can see what the shifter upgrade has done for me.
All right. Where is third?
Tighten everything up, so you don't even got to try to find it. So just put in the clutch and literally just push the shifter forward. Don't even try to find it. There's third.
Whoa, I like that jolt.
Well, I think you dumped it a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
More than you should have.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Hope you're I hope the missus that's watching this video is not freaking out on me driving this car. I like the way this thing feels. And unlike the Ferrari, which again I want to compare it just for a little bit, you have a big speedo. That way you know how fast you're going. The only thing about the Ferrari I didn't like was the speedometer was tiny. I was flooring it. I had no idea how fast I was going. It flew into the seat, and I had no idea how fast I was going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which makes sense, and which makes sense why they get so many tickets, because they have no idea.
Yeah.
This, you know when you're going fast.
Yeah.
You feel it, you see it, you know it. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Would I drive this? Would I take this over a Veloster? If I wanted a full-on track car, I like the Veloster, but to me, this car feels more like it can handle a track, and I can be more comfortable with the track than the Veloster. The Veloster can totally do it. It's just I feel more comfortable with this car than the Veloster on a track. What about you?
This is the first car I've ever tracked. My previous cars were definitely not up to par with this, but in the end of the day, my instructor was good, and I actually ran this tire combination with a Ebach rear sway bar.
Oh wow!
And so I honestly don't know what it would have felt like in factory. I'm sure it would have felt just fine.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of the differences of what I hear and what I personally saw was that this car actually had a little bit of oversteer with this setup. Oh wow! Which was nice when you're trying to, you know, whip around those corners.
I like that. Like, I'm gonna do a sharp turn. I'm gonna see what I can do. Oh, okay, that's nice.
It's pretty planted. Like it took a lot to make the ABS system kick in and keep me around the corner. That's the one good thing about this car is that
it can handle it.
It can handle it a lot faster cornering than you think. Probably sometimes more than someone should at times.
Oh yeah.
I remember I had my friend with me, and I was approaching an intersection, and I knew what the car was capable of. So I went to take the turn, probably a little quicker than he would have had, and he was freaking out because I was not slowing down. Yeah. And that's because we came from, you know, very basic front-wheel drive, fun vehicles and whatnot, but you know, this car stays planted. It can't even skip a beat. I like that's what I like about this car versus the N. The N it's capable, but you don't really feel like it's capable. You know what I mean? You drive it thinking, oh, it's a fun car, but I don't want to try it because I don't think it can handle it. This car, I'm confident with it. I feel like it can do it. I'm not afraid to do this. One thing about the N I thought was cool is it can handle that corner at like high speeds. Yeah. Can this thing do that? I don't know if I want to find out.
I'm not gonna try it. Yeah, I'm not like high speed. Like when I got on a little bit, and while I was still giving gas, I turned and the thing handled it. I probably won't do that with this car because again, we don't want to wreck the same.
So there's a few things. Obviously, I think the tires being warm help, such as that. The modes definitely help too when it's stiffer, so you feel a little bit more comfortable. Because even in comfort mode, there's a little bit of body roll, but when you're in R mode, it's very stiff. I think the N owner talked about, you know, driving the Dragon and stuff like that. You know, we took this car to the Dragon very recently with a big Civic group. Oh wow! And it was a ton of fun just to be able to see what the car does. But you definitely felt more in control in R mode than you did in comfort mode. Oh yeah. So that's something, you know, and I actually took it there the first year I got this car. Oh wow. And it was all factory, and I could tell a difference with all the upgrades I've done, where it felt a little bit more stable for me. Oh yeah. But R mode, and when it was factory, was definitely like, it gave you confidence to go around those corners. Oh yeah. That's what I like about this. This is one of my favorite things I like about this car. Confidence. You feel confident in this car. When I'm buying something I'm going to track, I want to feel confident. I don't want to feel like the car can't do it. With the Veloster, you don't really feel like it can do it. It can, but you don't feel like you can do it, and therefore you're not going to do it because your face is going to break. And with this car, I'm more confident with this. And now I'm not doing this crazy stuff with the Veloster, mainly because this car is not warm enough. But yeah, this car's insane. Let's pop it back into sport because I like sport a little bit better than comfort. I love that changing light. That's so cool. Compared to the N, I like the gauges just a little bit better, just because I feel like I'm driving a video game. You know what I mean? I like all the light. I feel like I'm driving a video game car. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now the big question here is that you got to drive the N. What do you think about the exhaust sound on that car? I love the exhaust. I think it's insane. Right. I think it's unfortunately, I'm going to say that to you. When I'm at low speeds, I can't hear anything. I feel like I'm driving a Civic. It's a very quiet car. When I first got it, I was impressed and a little let down at the exhaust note.
Yeah, it was like, it's a good sounding engine, but it's like,
yes,
when you're stuck in traffic and you know you're not going 50, like 60, 70 miles an hour, you don't hear like, oh, instead of me trying to imitate, I'm going to show you. Come on. That is. Obviously it'll get more louder, but yeah, that's loud, but it could be louder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Obviously with a downpipe and front pipe, it's a little louder than factory was, but not by a whole lot.
Yeah. You need to put that mission metal, whatchamacallit on.
This intake was a lot of fun. To hear all the engine noises and stuff like that. It still didn't give you obviously an exhaust note or anything like that, but it just made driving a little bit more enjoyable.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not giving you any gains, if anything. There's obviously debate about that.
Oh yeah.
But it just made the car, to me, more fun to drive when you can hear a little bit more of the engine. Yeah,
one thing I like about my Corolla, even though it's not performance, it's just a A to B car. When I give it gas and I barely give it gas, it still makes noise. It purrs. It has a personality. It goes rrr, rrr. This car doesn't do that. And
no, it's very quiet.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I want to say that is just, to me, that's with the times. Honestly, a lot of cars nowadays, they're padded well. They have a lot of sound dampening to them.
I like that, but here's the thing: I only want no noise if want to be in normal mode. If I just want to be in, like in comfort mode, if it sounded like that, that's fine. Because you're probably like, you're going back to work and you're tired. You don't want to go fast. You don't want to get a ticket. You just want to relax. That's what comfort mode's for. But when you're on a Sunday, you're like, hey baby, I'm going to take you around the fun time, have some fun time. You flip with the R mode, or sport mode, whatever you want to do, and it doesn't want to give you the noise. I mean, like, come on, Honda, do it. You know what I mean?
So that's where kind of the end beats it, I would say, is that exhaust. And obviously they have a valved exhaust, so it changes with the modes. This one there's nothing fancy, no mechanisms to it.
They need to put that.
It is what it is.
And with the times, like what we in technology now, Honda needs to do that. Now, is this car faster than the N? Probably. To me, this car feels way faster than the N, just by comparing the two. The N's fast, but I get to be driven. This car doesn't really care. You know what I mean? Yep. It's fun. It loves it when you drive it, and it's fine if it's sitting for a while. And that's what I like about it. It doesn't care if you drive it every day or not. It doesn't care. Yep. It's a car. It wants to make you happy. That's what I like about this car. My Corolla, she's a little bit too much controlling. This car, I feel very, very much in control, and that's what I want. I want to be in control. Mainly because it's an automatic and this is a good old stick, but still, there are some automatics where you can still feel more control than other cars. That car it's instead of when I want to go fast, it's on when I want to go fast and she's in the mood. This,
yeah, that's a good way to describe that.
This car is, if I want to have fun, and this car will be like, okay, let's have fun. The car doesn't care what is. It wants to please you. It doesn't care what time it is. If you want to have fun, it'll go like, okay, let's go have fun. That's what I like about this car. Same thing with the N. What I like the best about those cars, when you want to have fun, you'll have fun. When you don't want, when you want to be comfortable, it's fine. My car, it's...
Alright, let's set up here. This looks like they're leaving
now. Ooh. I'm getting a little confident with this car.
Yeah. After turn by turn, you start feeling a little bit more confident. Yeah, that's true.
Man, I love this car. Man, this car is fun. I will drive it for a few more minutes, but again, I want to thank the owner. He is a fantastic guy for letting me drive his R, and we're going to be doing. This car is going to be appearing on the channel a lot because this is a really cool car, and it's a car that I really enjoy. Until I buy one, I want to continue remembering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I will remember this car for a while, but after other cars, they get kind of like drowned out of, oh yeah, did I really enjoy that car? What that car was like, you forget it.
Yeah. Hopefully next time I can bring it to you a little bit cleaner.
Yeah. Well, you know, I love this car. Would I buy it? Not as my first car. Mainly because I like the car, but I don't want to drive it every day. In my opinion. I would rather have the my first car I'm gonna buy is probably the N, only because it's a little bit cheaper, and to me, I feel more comfortable driving it every day. You know what I mean? This car I would buy after that. This car I would make my project car, essentially. I would pretty much use it every day, do the crap I want to it, or change it, and just have fun with it. This would be my, I guess, beauty, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The car that the channel everyone sees. And when you see me on the weekend, you see me in the end, you're like, oh, hey, Jessica, how you doing? You see me, I'm like, I'm working right now. I'll be with you in a few minutes. Sorry, sir, I'll get your meds ordered in just a second. I'm dealing with something like that. Whereas this car, people are like, hey, it's just Jake Reviews and his amazing Type. Oh, like he's done so much crap to it. People are gonna remember me for this car rather than the N. The N is just something I enjoy myself, but nobody's gonna be like, hey, look at Jay. Look who. I wonder who's in that. You know what I mean? That's what I like about this. That's what I like about this car. This car is when you want people to pay attention to you, essentially. You know what I mean?
Sure. I think a different color would definitely help with that. I think that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
The Hyundai looks really good to me in that blue.
Yeah,
it stands out.
Yeah, it does stand out. That's why I want black, because I don't want too much attention. You know what I mean?
So, you know, you were gonna review a hatch. Unfortunately, something happened to the vehicle. But if you had that car in black, and let's say you were to park them, you know, facing forward, if you were to just take a quick glance at them, you honestly wouldn't be able to tell unless you really took a second look. Granted, one has a red badge, you know, than the other. But if you're just like walking by like really fast and didn't pay any attention, they look for the most part very similar. And that's kind of what I like about it, because I think with the other colors you see a lot of the lines with it. Even though some people like that, I enjoy it, but I think it's just a little bit too much out there.
To me, this is the car I would get, and I'm a huge fan of black. Mainly because I'm sick of white. I've had white all my life. I want a different color. I just love black and red. That's my favorite color combo, black and red.
Oh, you won't like it when you gotta clean it, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, trust me. My dad had a black truck for a couple years. He hated cleaning it.
It stays clean about 5 minutes after you get done.
yeah. But yeah, my car the only difference between black and white, you see every little scratch in it. Every mistake you've done, you see. This car, with black, you see every dirt.
Yep.
There's all the tracks, and I like this car. All right, thanks so much to the owner for letting me drive this car. We're gonna do one more wrap around, and we're gonna have some fun. Thank you so much, man. This has been amazing.
No problem, Jake.
I would do more, but I have to go. It's like 8 o'clock, and
yeah. Gotta get you home.
Yeah, I gotta get me home. I don't want to drive it for like an hour like I did the other car, because.
Hey, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a comfortable car that you're able to not worry about how long you're driving it.
Come on. Ooh, 50 miles an hour. That's not bad. Ooh, I love that. I love how the brakes are really good. One last pull. Come on, come on. Oh my god, this thing is insane. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. The honest review will be in just a second. Oh my god, it's so much more fun when you really get on it. When you're not getting on it, it's kind of...
It feels like a Civic.
Yeah.
Alright, clutch another way and I'll help you find neutral here.
Alright guys, thanks so much to the owner. He's one of our fellow subscribers. I just want to give a shout out to him. His name is, I think he goes by David on his Instagram. I forget what he goes by, but he's a really cool guy. Thank you so much, man, for letting me drive your Type R. I really appreciate it. And all my 96 subscribers, well, I guess 95 since you're one of them, my 95 other subscribers appreciate it as well. I am looking forward to reviewing the R next to the N, which will be coming up very, very soon. And here's on the review for this car. I absolutely love the R. It's such a toy. It really is. It's his baby, and you can tell he babies it. It's fun to drive. I love that feel. I love the raw race car feel, and I love that. And I also like how when you're not really going fast, it's just a regular car. It's comfortable, and I really like that, because really, this is the kind of car I would go on road trips and go long distances, take the girlfriend for a weekend, or just something like, or just go driving. But the main difference between this and the N is this car is not really a daily driver. You can daily drive it. It's fully capable, but it doesn't give that daily driver vibe. This car has a race car toy that it is meant for serious driving, having fun, which I enjoy. But really, I don't really want 100% race car when I want a full-on daily driver. What I like about the N is it's still a veloster. It's still a fun little sport car that's still comfortable in daily driver. That's just a higher performance. And that's what I love about the N. It's a perfect combination of that. So that's mainly the big two. Besides that, they're about neck and neck. We're gonna go full on comparison video very soon. So stay tuned for that. But besides that, I love the R. She's a baby. When I buy this car. Not first. I would buy the N first, mainly because it's a little cheaper, and I would want a daily. You buy your daily first, then you buy your other cars next. That your cars you don't really drive that much. Now, I would probably drive the R a lot more than I would drive like my Ferrari I'll have, my Lamborghini, all the other cars I would have, just because I love the way the car drives. It's reliable. It starts most of the time, and I never have to worry about anything breaking. It's just easy to drive, and I can do a bunch of stuff to it. Would I do all the modifications to it? Yeah, I want that shifter. That shifter he told me it's a little difficult, but once you get used to it, you don't want to go back. It's so easy and so much easier. The problem I have with manual a lot, with all the gears to me, it's just, well, especially, this is just manual in general. It's hard to shift back. It takes so short to really pull it back, really make quicker, but still, it's long. This is like sort of taking the concept of PDK, how it can shift so quickly. It's making shifting in manual even shorter, and that's what I love about that. And so you can probably beat a lot of new automatics. I doubt you can beat a PDK or double clutch just because the way a dual clutch is made, but still you could. It depends on not me, but a really good driver with that transmission, you could possibly beat an F1 transmission. Not just any F1, the Ferrari 430 transmission. You could probably beat it just by the way it feels and how it's very easy to shift. You could probably either beat it or be just as good. That's what I love about that shifter. I really hope the company who makes that shifter Acuity makes that shifter for as many vehicles as possible, because I want that shifter in all the cars I own. Because I love that shifter. But in terms of the R, I love the modes. I love one thing I didn't really like about the N was it was just one color. I like the color, but really you couldn't change it. It was just one color. It wasn't any red, any highlights or anything that really, to me, that says N. And that really says performance, high performance, which I understand red is for Honda and all that, but come on, Honda, give us something drilling. Get my blood pumping with some pretty lights. Yes, I know it's a gimmick, but still, it works. It works on me. It works on a lot of people. Just do it, please. That's what Honda did, and I like that. And I like how when you're in different modes, it's white. I love that white, because white is the complete opposite of non-performance, and I love that. It's a relaxing color. It's cool. It's calm. Now, it's calm as blue, but it's calm. It's just a calm color. Whereas red is the exact opposite, and I love how you can easily switch to it, and I love that. And besides that, this has been Just Check Reviews. I hope stay tuned for the reverse review. We're gonna have some fun with that. And that's it. I'm done. I'll see you guys later. Bye.